Good morning, folks.
Good morning, folks. We're here at Croxley Green after mooring up for a couple of days.
It's been nice though, hasn't it?
It has been lovely. We've been doing some nice walks, some cycling.
After the hectic London, and it was quite stressful and the rush out, we've just enjoyed doing what we always wanted to do on a canal boat. Potter along, stop, cycle, walk, read.
Go to the laundrette, dig the sheets and the towels. 7 minutes worth.
Yeah, okay.
Although we've got a washing machine, it doesn't do...
Well, we need to have the engine running, and we did the towels. So, next couple of days we're just doing some small journeys. We need to get some diesel. We're not really...
I think there's some up after the next lock stroke bridge.
We're not really sure, but we're not fully used to how much it uses. I've been keeping my eye on it with a big long stick. It's all we've got. There's no gauge.
Highly technical.
Absolutely. So there's some diesel up the road, and we're more up again at Cassiobury Park, do we say?
Yep.
Have a look around the park.
Nice.
Looks quite nice.
It's got a miniature railway as well.
Oh dear, what a shame. I might have to have a look at that.
Might you?
Yeah, I might.
Will you have to have a go, like a little baby boy?
Just to test it out in case Leon comes or Vicky comes with Leon. Anyway, so we're going to get on and just have a little potter.
Yep.
You ready?
Enjoy ourselves.
You ready?
I most certainly am.
Okay, let's get ourselves off. So we just topped up with diesel. First time we've filled up since we left. About 70 odd litres I think. So tonight we'll sit and work out how many hours and litres so we can have some vague idea of the consumption, which will be quite useful because we haven't got a fuel gauge. We've just got a wooden stick. So we're moored up past those boats there, about 4 along, can't quite see it from here. It's a beautiful spot right on the entrance to Cassiobury Park, and you can walk over that bridge there into the parkland, or you can walk down through here through some beautiful woodlands. Absolutely beautiful. Great place to moor. Cassiobury Park's really, really nice. So this is over the other side of the bridge. There's the information. Welcome to Cassiobury Park, telling you about it. It's really nice. We're at Ironbridge Lock, it tells you. Home to the Earls of Essex for over 300 years. So many large oaks. So there's walks, there's cycles that way, obviously down the towpath. Miles and miles and miles. We've had, well, we've stayed here one night so far. It's just beautiful. We're going to go another nice walk today. It's so nice. So before we set off this morning, we decided to go for a last little walk through the woods at Cassiobury Park. What do you think, Linda?
Absolutely. This is one of the nicest wood walks I've been in a long time.
It's very, very mature.
Lots of birds,
oaks, beech.
fabulous trees. Absolutely. Can't believe the size of some of them. I mean, they are 300-400 years old, so it's not bad, but it's beautiful.
So I said to Linda, let's walk through the woods and I'll just do you naturally walking along. That's you naturally walking along, is it?
No, this is... Oh, wigwam. Tree wigwam.
Very nice. How lovely. This whole place is. Well, we don't know quite where we are, but we're heading downhill, so we're heading towards the canal, not away from it.
No.
Well, it's at the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somewhere. Well, after a lovely day and a half, is it, Cassiobury Park, we're moving not far, what, 3 or 4 locks? 5 locks. We're not going far really. The reason is we've slowed down a bit is just at the Grand Union at Hunton Bridge. That is where my grandma was born, in a narrowboat in 1904. Her birth certificate states Hunton Bridge, and we're going today to visit where my grandma was born, and tomorrow our extended family are coming along to join us, and we will hopefully have, next to the bridge where grandma was born, my dad, me, my daughter and my granddaughter. 4 generations next to where my gran was born. I think that's kind of cool. I will do a vlog about my gran. She's part of the Samuel Barlow coal carrying company group, which was pretty huge back in the day. So it should be quite interesting, shouldn't it?
Should be fun as well.
Good bit of history, but more on that later. So this is Bridge 164 and it's the entrance to the Grove, which is a very posh hotel, restaurant, top-notch place. 5-star. Linda was once treated there to a big meal and a posh do from work.
It's called the Grove Bridge.
Oh yes, the Grove Bridge, Grand Union Canal. Very, very nice. And maybe we'll see the Grove Hotel.
No, it's just called the Grove.
Oh, sorry.
The hotel.
It's not the Grove Hotel, it's the Grove. When you got a name like that, you know you're posh. Now there's a really interesting bit of canal history in this area, just north of this bridge. Now in the 1800s there was a lot of industry around here that wanted coal from the Midlands collieries, and they used to come down the canal, the Grand Junction Canal as it was then called, just to deliver to this area. Now if you look at this map of 1896 I think it is, you can see the Grove and the bridge we've just gone under, and in the top you can see Lady Capel's Wharf and Grove Wharf, and that's where the coal boats used to unload. The reason was there was a coal tax payable in London, and just north of this bridge was the boundary between where you had to pay the tax and not pay the tax. So the boats came to just north of the boundary and unloaded their coal in these two areas. So this was a very important part of the history of the coal industry in this area. This is Bridge 163, and straight after here is where the two wharves were. Now nothing remains of Grove Wharf and Lady Capel's Wharf. It's just a big wide area of the canal which you wouldn't even notice if you were just cruising along. But actually, what a fascinating place. Imagine the hive of industry that went on there. So in the family archive we have this photograph from before World War I of my great-grandfather's boats moored up, we strongly believe, in Cassiobury Park. It's got a Watford photography stamp on the back. That's the boat my grandma was born on. If anybody can identify where that was taken, I'd love to hear from you. The 1861 Act was set up to clearly define the boundaries of where the coal tax had to be paid, and it led to the introduction of marker posts like this one here, which were put by byways, by roadways, by railways, by canals to show the area where the coal tax had to be paid. I didn't manage to spot a coal tax post at Cassiobury, but I had researched some earlier nearer our home. I'm at the River Lee navigation, just about Wormley, which is below Broxbourne if you know where it is, and if I twiddle around here you can see appearing over my shoulder one of the taxation posts. It's just there, look, on that, there it is, and that was erected in 1861, which means if any coal was coming down from the Midlands coal fields or from elsewhere else and it came south of that post, they had to pay a tax, and if it didn't go south of that, they didn't. So just along from Lee navigation, heading back towards Wormley, there's a rather grand post there, which is again one of the taxation posts. It's a really, really big one, and loads of information on it. I'm on Holly Cross Hill in Broxbourne, and behind me, as you can see, is another one of these little taxation posts, one of the many ring going around London. It's at a bit of an angle, this one, but nicely painted. Let's have a closer look. So I'm just trying to get a photograph of the family by the bridge, Hunton Bridge, and it's kind of weird to hear 4 generations where my grandma was born. Very cool. Well, having talked a lot about my gran in this video, Hannah Barlow, here she is sitting down next to her sister Clara. I guess she's about 9 or 10 looking at this photo, it's hard to tell. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed our video this week, folks. A lot of history, family history and boat history. I certainly enjoyed making it, and if you've enjoyed watching it, please, you know what to do. Click like, and if you don't already, please subscribe. See you next week, folks.